Where the desert meets the sea on the western tip of Australia is Nalu Station, a remote 90,000-acre pastoral farm which has unique wildlife that is under threat, both on land and in the ocean. Brummy lad Craig has been driving for 15 hours to see firsthand the impact that feral animals have on the native fauna.
I think I need to show people back home what Australia's about. The other side of the world, people's dreams come to a place like this. It's a challenge for myself, and whatever comes my way, I have to do my best to deal with it. Nalu! It's where I need to be. Yeah! Need a wee as well.
Craig is meeting Mike to help him out with his pest management programme.
I organise jobs like this one here, which is doing feral animal control, mostly for conservation work.
How are you?
Yeah, good, mate.
I'm Craig from England. How are you?
Mike. How are you?
Can you put me out of my misery? What am I doing here? What?
Well, we're doing some feral animal work. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and we're going to set some traps for feral animals.
Well, there's things that actually live out here like that.
Yeah, no kidding, they certainly do.
I didn't think anything could live out here. There's nothing here, mate.
I'm here.
Good, man.
Nalu Station has 65 kilometres of coastline, home to the third largest breeding population of loggerhead turtles in the world. Now, I know what you're thinking. This looks like your average moggy, but in fact, it's one of many wild cats that eat turtle hatchlings and other small native animals. Craig and Mike's first task is to set traps for these feral pests.
What's going on with the cats, then?
Well, feral cats have been released by government back in 1900 to control the rabbits. They've just simply exploded.
We think there's about 20 million feral cats in Australia, and that's about the population of people. You can't tame a wild or feral cat, and the reason why is because they've been born in the wild for generations.
There you go.
Mike's bait are sardines that are well past their sell-by date.
And I think he'd been in his van for about 15 years.
If you're a cat, would you go to that? No.
That's like poison. That'd be like
It
poison.
probably is.
Mike usually sets about 30 traps each day.
Oh. These cats are outrageous if they're going to eat that.
Feral cats eat baby turtles and kill other small animals. So Mike has built special traps to monitor the native fauna.
What we do is, this is called a pitfall trap. So it's just a bucket in the ground.
Yeah.
And we have this netting here, so the little animals come along, hit the netting, run along there, and they drop in the bucket. Oh, look at what we've got here.
Ah, a little mouse.
No, it's not a mouse. It's a striped-faced dunnart.
It's a what?
A dunnart.
Dunnart.
Dunnart. A little marsupial. And they're a little native carnivore.
They look all cute in there, and you think, oh, that's nice. I'm going to little play with that. I've been moaning to mess around with some furry stuff.
Yeah.
Can we get him out and have a look?
Why not?
Come on, then. Daddy's here. Oh, look, I got him. I've got him, look. So I got the little marsupial geezer, and I'm holding it by the tail. Oh, isn't that nice? Ah! He's trying to get me. Ah! Ah! Jesus! Ah! Can we let him go or keep? Look at him, he's biting me.
When they get a hold of you, if it's in the wrong spot on your finger or something like that, can it really hurt?
Drop it in me. Oh, well, just calm down, right? I'm your friend. I've come to release you. Okay, can we let him go? Or...
I think it's time we release
Because I can't take any more. Right.
So all those little native dunnarts and so forth we've seen, if a feral cat ate 5 or 10 of them a day, then that's up to 3,000 of those little native animals a year per cat.
That's why these feral cats must be trapped. Over 2,000 miles away on the Sunshine Coast is Mooloolaba, a seaside town popular with tourists and snakes. Animal-loving Amber from Essex is loving her new life down under.
This is like a huge adventure for me, coming so far away from home. I'm going to give it 100% my all and almost try and prove that I can do this job just as good as anybody else.
Amber is patrolling with local snake catcher Richie, who's on call 24/7 to rescue snakes from some peculiar places.
Snakes are native to Australia. They're meant to be here, but unfortunately they're not meant to be in people's bedrooms. They're not meant to be in their sofas, in their toilets. Hello, this is Richie.
My name's Kathy Bernardi. I've got a snake in my lounge room and I'd really appreciate if you came to get the bloody thing out, please.
Snake in the lounge?
Yep.
Have you had many of them before?
Yeah, they wander into the lounge rooms and then, yeah, the sofa's a really good place for them to hide, yeah.
So I'm going to do this all by myself. So I'm feeling scared but brave and I'm going to give it a good go.
About bloody time.
How are you?
Hi, I'm Richie.
Richie.
Hi, I'm Amber.
Hi, Amber.
We're here to catch a snake.
Yes, come on in, I'll show you where it is. This morning I saw the snake poke his head out from underneath the lounge chair, so I just took off out of there and rang Richie.
Richie has been training Amber in the ways of the Aussie animal expert.
When I saw Amber, I thought, oh, she looks like a model, not a snake catcher. So I thought, well, it'll be interesting to see how she goes.
His head's just up under there.
It does annoy me a little bit when people sort of judge a book by its cover. So I guess that's even more so why I need to prove myself.
If you want to work your way up next to me, pop your head under there and have a look.
Literally, at that point, everything inside me was telling me, do not stick your face under that sofa and look for that snake. Oh, it's a tree snake.
Oh, Amber's been doing her homework.
It's not a tree snake.
It's not a carpet python. I think he's got some stripes. And I know that Stephen's banded is stripy, but
I think you should have another look.
he's got an orange belly. Brown snake.
You're just guessing.
Not a cane toad, that's for sure.
It's not a cane toad. And remember my motto, treat every snake as venomous until you know what it is, okay?
Okay, I feel stupid. I need to read my manual again.
It's a venomous snake.
I feel excited to catch a venomous snake, but I'm scared because I know that it could bite me, and it is dangerous and highly venomous. So, yeah, it's scary.
And the bite from an Australian venomous snake can kill you.
Going that way, and pretty quickly too.
Oh, there he is. I see him.
Do you have any idea what he is yet? I'll get the torch on him, have a good look. Have a look underneath him.
He's a red belly.
He's a red belly black snake. You got it. 10th guess.
Oh my God. It was a red belly black, which the name in itself just scares the hell out of me.
With good reason. A bite from a red-bellied black snake can cause vomiting, collapse, convulsions, and even death.
Okay, don't move too fast, okay, because I want to get him to come out. So I'm going to move that couch out the way for you, slowly.
I was absolutely petrified.
And then I'm going to scare him out this way for you, so you can guide him straight into the bag.
Yeah. If my mum could have seen me now, she would have been screaming to get me out of that living room.
Bateman's Bay, an idyllic town on the south coast known for its beach life and scenic waterways. But when darkness falls, it's a bit more sinister. Cockroaches in their thousands. Cockney pest controller Mark has been called out to an infestation in a restaurant.
I've got an adventurous spirit, and the opportunity to come out to Australia and just kind of have like a mini adventure was just too much to turn down. And I'm learning from professional people over here. Wakey, wakey!
He's teaming up with Col, who's confident he can deal with any pest situation.
In Australia, pest control is one way to do it, and there's another way to do it. And the way that I do it is the right way to do it.
How's it going?
Well, mate, I've had a couple of good times with Mark. Actually, I call him Turbo. He looked just like, you just need a little bit of a hurry up every now and then. Mate, look at the time. You're about 20 minutes late. Good on you there, eh? Come on here, mate. I'll show you what we're going to do. Bit of a mess here, but she'll be right, mate.
I've been in worse.
Have you?
I certainly have.
I bet you would have been over there, eh? Man, check them out running here everywhere.
The Australian climate is perfect for cockroaches, and there are many different species that thrive here.
Oh, Turbo, look at this here. Look at them all. It's a big infestation.
Yes, mate.
These cockroaches carry 50 eggs at a time, which hatch very quickly.
Mate.
Check that out.
They were in the ovens, they were behind the ovens, they were under the freezers, they were in the door hinges, they were behind the extractor fans. They were just everywhere.
Wouldn't you love to have a feed here, eh?
Oh, mate.
And in the printers. You have heaps in...
Oh, you get them in the printers as well?
Look at them. Check this out.
Would you like a receipt, sir?
Yeah.
We must have another meal here, darling.
No worries. Have you got the bill? No.
Pest control, we tend to be behind the scenes and we're the people that are not very often seen. But without us, half the population of the UK and Australia would be really, really sick. Mate, you wouldn't know whether it was seasoning or cockroach droppings, would you?
You can get salmonella, you can get E. coli, because they come from the septic, they've come from drains, you know, it's all yucky stuff, and they're walking all over your food. I reckon we go and put our gear on.
I agree, mate. Let's hit them. It needs hitting, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. So infestation like we had tonight is, it's probably one of the worst that I've done.
Despite failing a health department inspection, this restaurant has been allowed to stay open for business and will be greeting customers in a few hours.
We had maggots sitting in the ovens. The place was horrendous. If Environmental Health went in there from England, they'd have closed it down immediately.
Rightio. Look at them running here everywhere, man. Everywhere shakes.
Cole's lethal mix of aerosol, powder and paste quickly deals with the infestation.
And in doing so, we've made it far less likely for people that visit that restaurant to get sick.
Down low. That's a real good kill. I was pretty happy with that tonight.
Back on Nalu Station in remote Western Australia, Craig has been helping local ranger Mike set traps for wild cats that prey on turtle hatchlings and native animals. And while waiting for Mike, he comes across an exotic local.
Oi, Keithy.
This goanna is the largest lizard in Australia. It's time for Craig and Mike to check their traps for feral cats.
Outrageous, look at that! You caught these naturally in there?
Yeah, well, it's not what we were after, but...
So you tried to catch feral cats?
Yeah, but all of these came in here and ate the food.
It's outrageous, look, can we let them all go now? Come on, kids, say you come. Give up! That's made my day.
They're off.
Look at Army.
Craig and Mike are hoping the next trap will catch what it's there for, wild or feral cats.
One of our little native animal killers.
What are we going to do with it then?
Oh, we'll have to euthanise it.
Euthanise it?
Yeah.
What, injects it?
No, we'll shoot it. Yeah,
OK.
It's a lot easier to shoot it because it's a lot more humane, because it's just bang.
If they don't control this population, they'll leave the indigenous animals and turtle hatchlings vulnerable to predators.
This is not native, is it?
No, that's right. Yeah, they just don't belong in the Australian bush.
I think it's an absolutely amazing thing that you're doing, and I think it's very justified. And that's me, that's my personal opinion. There's lots of things to protect, and they're not the ones.
Craig understands the need to control the predators, but it's still upsetting.
So Nalu, I just think it's such a unique place because you just got this vast empty desert which collides with the Indian Ocean. It's just breathtaking. It's a really amazing place.
Craig is waiting for sunset when he'll see firsthand the success of the control programme.
Hey mate, you the turtle dude?
Yeah, that's me.
I'm coming to help.
Craig's joining Canadian turtle scientist Geordie, who's been researching here for years.
So we are monitoring the nesting aggregation of loggerhead sea turtles here at Naarlu. So every season for 120 days, we walk the beach every single day. We count the number of tracks that are there. And the idea is just to get baseline data on how many turtles are nesting.
Come on then, Geordie, let's go to the shore.
So tonight we're going to take Craig out. We're going to see if we can find a couple loggerhead turtles on the beach where they lay their eggs. And we can see what they do, and we can see why Mike does what he does to try and protect them.
When Mike started, nearly all of the turtle nests were being eaten by foxes, wild dogs and the feral cats.
It was really just decimating the turtles when we first turned up here, and now we've achieved 100% protection, which is fantastic.
We don't want to disturb any turtles that might be coming up to nest, so I'm going to keep quiet, no bright lights, and no smells like cologne, perfume, that sort of stuff. I'm all right. I think you're all right, yeah. Yeah. I see these ghost crabs down here. So they're major predators. It's like a wall of crabs that these hatchlings have to get through when they run across the beach, basically. But they're native, they're from here. The ones they're really worried about are the invasive ones, like foxes, feral cats, and wild dogs. And that's why Mike's focusing on with all his work.
While Geordie goes off turtle spotting, Craig decides to make the most of his time in this unique environment.
I'm just chilling, having a moment to myself with the moon, romantic moment. These crabs, they circled me. They just appeared from nowhere.
Good morning. There's a couple turtles that just came up to nest down the beach. Should we go have a look?
Yeah, I need to do that because this is dangerous.
This one came out of the ocean here. And you see her pushing with her hind flippers in the track, moving up this way.
They've got a mission. They come out of the water and they've got a mountain, a hill to climb, massive, huge. And they're like moving up like snail pace. Their little flippers flapping. I said I should reenact it because it looks like hard work, so I had to go.
So she's made her way up here and she's decided to use this spot to put her eggs into. I'm very privileged to be able to witness this. How many eggs will she lay now?
Oh, she's probably about a dozen in. She'll lay about 120.
She's covering up, look.
Let's just give her some space to cover up.
This turtle is one of the lucky ones. The chance of a hatchling surviving to adulthood is only 1 in 1,500.
I've never seen anything so amazing all my life, and I thank you for that.
No problem.
I think what you're doing here in Nauru is really, really important work. Thank you.
Back to the sea. Off I go into the moonlight. Awesome though, absolutely lovely, remarkable creature.
Over 3,000 kilometres away on the opposite coast, Amber is overcoming her fears to catch and bag her first venomous snake.
So he's a red belly black snake and he's highly venomous and I am worried.
Hook him over the top.
That
So
bit
pull-
there?
Yeah, like that, and then just slowly start pulling it out, okay? And then if you can, hook it. Now go towards the middle because he's starting to move. Get up under his head, hook it up under his head. That's it. And then as he moves, lift straight into the bag. That's it, lift it and put it in the bag.
Oh my
That's
God.
it, go again. Okay, we've lost him.
We've finally got the opportunity and Amber's missed it. I'm feeling a little anxious, but I really want Amber to do it on her own, so I'm going to give her another go at it.
Yeah, I'm going to lift this whole thing up and forward that way.
Yeah.
You're going to come in behind me with the hook in the bag.
Yeah.
And you're going to bag it like that, like
I'm
a pro.
going to just get it. Okay, fine.
That's it. Straight up. Get the bag down low. Get him. That's it. Get your hand back from the handle. Your hand's too close to the snake. This hand. That's it. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. You got it.
It's in the bag. Oh, it's so heavy. There he is.
There you go.
Got my first red belly. I feel happy about that one. Glad we caught him. Got him in there safely, no messing around.
My heart is beating at 1,000,000 miles an hour, but it's good to know that it's caught and it's gone and I can sit and watch TV without worrying tonight.
I reckon we can just let him go somewhere around here.
All snakes must be relocated within 2 kilometres of where they're found, even the most deadly ones.
They search the riverbanks looking for frogs and lizards, and so this will be good.
I'm hoping that he doesn't pick up and come towards me, but I want to get him out and release him. That's his tail. Yeah?
Yep. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That's it. Just leave his head down there on the ground, that's it.
Oh, like he's tensing up.
That's all right. Leave him on the ground. Don't you move too much.
Richie.
Perfect.
Oh my God, what's he going to do?
His head's facing that way, so if you let him go now, he'll head off in that direction.
He's going. goes.
Look at that.
I couldn't wait to get away.
Gone.
I managed to catch a red belly black and bag it and relocate it into a nice little creek area. So it was a really successful day.
On Australia's west coast, the beautiful beaches of Perth are an ideal spot for Craig to relax and reflect on his outback adventures so far.
You know, I've been out here now for several weeks and I've had to deal with some quite challenging things, but I've overcome it. I think I've altered as a person through this experience. I think I've changed. I'm going to struggle going back home.